Thank you. And welcome to one of our most popular tonight guests they've ever had is John Campbell. Welcome to our show, John.
Thank
you. You're a clairvoyant, Reiki expert, just man of all trade.
Reiki expert. I'm a Reiki teacher, yes.
A Reiki teacher?
Yes.
So can anybody learn to be a Reiki exponent?
Everybody can. Everybody has the healing ability. Everybody has it. Everybody's clairvoyant. Everybody heals themselves.
We do.
When we have the flu.
Yes.
And we all have the ability to heal each other. Fantastic. I'll just give you an explanation of this. Let's say if you see somebody who's in stress or under duress, what do? You put your arms around.
You do. You it's a comforting hug.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you have your arms around them, basically what you're doing there is talking to them, you're nurturing them, and through that you're making them feel better.
And the Reiki,
this is all healing.
Our energy is going into them as well.
That's correct. We give energy.
Yes. And when Reiki is a laying on of hands to certain spots of the body to heal you, isn't it? Am I correct with that?
Yes, that's correct. There's more to Reiki than just basically putting your hands over somebody and hoping for the best. But we do these techniques naturally.
And we all have it.
And we all have it.
Fantastic.
We all do it. I'll just give you an example. Basically, what do you do when you hit your hand with a hammer? Ow.
You do.
You do.
Oh, ow,
you don't go, ow.
That's a very sedate.
You don't go, ow. You go, ow.
Ow, yes.
Okay. And what you use is here, and we have what's called a chakra system, and the chakra system actually flows all the way throughout our body, on our feet and on our hands especially.
Yes.
And also, I just go to the point, is when our children hurt themselves, what do? Let's say if they hurt your knee, you go to with your hands over there.
Yeah, Mummy will kiss it better, that type of thing as well. You know, it's go straight to the spot and comfort that.
And why do you kiss it better? You give it love.
That's true. So Reiki's about being in love.
Reiki is universal life force energy.
Oh, how marvelous.
Universal is basically positivity, which flows all the way around us.
Yes.
And the life force is the love from which we generate from the energy and from us to others.
It's a wonderful thing. If only the whole world was like that. It'd be great, John, wouldn't it? You know, we wouldn't be in the stripe we're in at the moment. You know, you've got a new book coming out. Yes,
this book here, which is basically how to attune yourself to Reiki, which covers Reiki level 1, 2, and 3. And what this really does in truth, and especially in this time, you've just mentioned, wouldn't it be nice if the whole world was in a healing format? And that's exactly why I wrote this book. To basically give Reiki to everybody who's interested in Reiki. Anybody who wishes to look at how to heal themselves with this particular sort of technique, it's all in there. And it shows you the chakras, and because if your chakra's out, you're not well, are you? Often you hear people say, well, my chakra's not in tune, or it's not right. Okay. I just have to explain to you very quickly how that works, okay? Is that the chakra system is primarily our battery, okay? Yeah. It's the same as a car. Let's say if you had a brand new car, you wouldn't expect any problems, okay? You'd go up that hill, no problem. But let's say if you had a second-hand car, 20, 30-year-old, you'd expect a few sort of like creaks and groans. And the human body is exactly the same. We actually think we're superhuman. Yes, we do, And with that, is that what happens is that we're actually covered by the environment, and we're affected by the environment. Yeah. Okay, and this is actually working on what's called the human condition. And once you actually acknowledge is that everything we do is for energy, everything that we work for is for energy, is that the energy from the environment basically supplies us. Yes. If we're not accepted by the environment and by other people, we're going to find is that we're either hurt on the heart, or we're through communication, or hurt through our stomach. Okay, and if this carries on for a long period of time, as you've just explained there, is about having a closed chakra, we will then end up having a closed chakra. Now, if it's only closed for a short period of time, no problem. But if that is actually there for a continuous amount of time, you'll find is that you'll have a bad back. A bad back? I need you to be here for 3 more hours or so. John, we could talk forever about this because it's so interesting. We can buy the book, How to Attune Yourself to Reiki, the Cosmology Way. The Cosmology Way. It's not only a book about Reiki, it's also a self-healing format, because while you're actually going through the self-attunement, you're actually going there flowing with positive energy to yourself and healing you on a continual basis. And that way then, of course, it radiates to everybody else, doesn't it? And this can be bought...
The touch is so gentle, it's almost unbelievable.
These techniques are real and they work.
At some stage, around 95% of us will suffer back pain.
Sometimes you just can't lift one leg or the other. Sometimes you can't sit in a particular chair for no reason. It's just can't sit in that chair. Or you've got to use a pillow behind your back.
Jan Sparnan says 2 months ago there was no way she could even perform a simple task like hanging out the washing. She's been suffering from back pain for as long as she can remember.
There's an ongoing niggling pain somewhere between midway from the ribs to the hips.
And while she's not sure what caused the pain, she says she's now found what fixes it.
I went and had one treatment and it was brilliant. It's not something that you'd say you get up and sprint out. It just catches up with you over the next 48 or something hours and you feel really good.
She's talking about the treatment by Scotsman John Campbell, a former electrician who gave up wiring people's houses to study the electrical impulses of their body through the arts of Reiki and cosmology.
Currently right now I've been involved in, say, the healing arts now for a period of about 7 years. And my principal focus is to understand the mystery that's been connected and mysticism that's been connected to the Reiki healing formats.
John's specialty, back pain.
I've specialised Reiki into 9 different areas to formulate treatments for skeletal and spinal problems.
And to put John's abilities to the test, which he says can work in conjunction with traditional medicine, we sent along 2 sceptical back pain sufferers who are looking for some relief. Office worker Diana Williams.
I think my back is out of whack.
And ballet dancer Michael Riggs.
I'd have a sore back because of all the lifting that I would do and stressing my body out beyond its capabilities of that which it's probably designed to do, really. Very relaxing, definitely.
But before we get to the results on Michael and Diana, more on John's technique, which he's also written a book about, because his healing is more than just Reiki.
Really, it's the energy which we all possess. It's not separate from us. We all have the ability to heal ourselves and each other.
He uses Reiki on the body's electromagnetic vibrations, but he also uses clairvoyancy to deal with emotional issues that can manifest themselves as physical pain.
After a long period, you're going to find as if your spine is going to generate pain.
But does it work? Both our volunteers agree it's one of the most relaxing things they've ever tried.
I did feel very relaxed. Some time out, an hour on the couch in the middle of the day was actually wonders for my sleep catching up.
My second trip, it was fantastic. I feel great.
Thank you. And welcome to one of our most popular Today Tonight guests they've ever had is John Campbell. Thank you. And welcome to one of our most popular Today Tonight guests they've ever had is John Campbell.